Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Bigger Picture. As always, I'm Matthews Frank, and here at The Bigger Picture, we are all about recognizing organizations here on campus that you may have never heard of. So, to dive in real quick, let's have a quick conversation as we always do to start The Bigger Picture off. So, we're about to enter Thanksgiving break. Tomorrow's our last day of class, Friday, and then from there, off to Thanksgiving break. So just remember, get home safely, get back to Oswego safely. Remember to eat as much as you can. I know a lot of us been missing home food. I sure has been missing food from home. Also, if you have any house cleaning things to get done, whether that's getting a haircut, getting your hairs done, your nails, you gotta do a little bit of shopping, you gotta get some more clothes, leave some clothes. Remember to do that, now's your time, because when December comes around, we just gotta do this all over again. And don't forget, this is the third to last episode this semester of The Bigger Picture. I know, tears. I'm crying in the inside too. But we're still looking for anybody who would like to take over The Bigger Picture. So if you out there are watching and you feel like you could do this, you can handle The Bigger Picture, hit me up, find me, and we could definitely get those arrangements done. But as of now, we have tonight's episode, and we have 2 more episodes to close out this semester of The Bigger Picture. So stay tuned for what else we have coming up. So before we jump in with tonight's guest, let's talk about some upcoming events that you should attend if you have some time, of course. First up, join the African Student Organization as they present their annual Pan-Africa event on December 2nd. The theme is Coming to Africa and is based off the movie Coming to America with a special touch. Again, the dinner's on December 2nd from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. So if you want to go, make sure to get your tickets at the SUNY Oswego box office. Speaking about Pan-Africa, are you interested in winning a free ticket to Pan-Africa? The African Student Organization is currently doing a ticket giveaway. One person will be able to win a free ticket by reposting the flyer, tagging the ASO Instagram page, tagging 3 people under the comments, and reposting the flyer. They will reveal the lucky winner tomorrow, Friday, November 17th at 5 p.m. Fingers crossed to all of you who have entered this raffle. Moving on, the Black Student Union is looking for people for 3 open positions: committee leader, co-director of programming, and vice president. If you would like any of these positions, please contact the Black Student Union through their Instagram or email at bsu@oswego.edu. Lastly, the National Society of Black Engineers on November 30th will be hosting their Resume LinkedIn workshop. They will also be having a free headshot session because first impressions is what matters. Again, save the date for Thursday, November 30th in Shinmin Hall. Stay tuned because when we come back, we have a very special guest joining The Bigger Picture. So we'll be right back after this break.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that black.
Look at the bling. Look at do we got a diamond tester on?
Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep. 10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp. We scored, we're going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
What? I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what?
Yep, that's mine.
I'm gonna need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Bigger Picture. Tonight, our special guest is the Digital Music Association. DMA is an organization committed to showcasing the growing scope of music through audio production with a primary focus on the genre of hip-hop. Other genres include, or that's DMA specialize, are R&B and soul, rock, EDM, and alternative, among others. Their primary goal is to help all Oswego artists and music lovers gain a better understanding of how to create music while also gaining some valuable insight into the demands of the music industry. Joining us tonight is Vice President Marquise and President Ty. Welcome to The Bigger Picture, y'all.
Thank you for having us.
No problem. So let's jump into some questions. So could you share a little bit about the journey and evolution of DMA here at SUNY Oswego, and how has that organization grown and adapted over the years?
Okay, DMA was founded back in 2018 with a founder named Lou. DMA is basically, well, it started off as primarily hip hop and house music, but as the years have come on, we've expanded it beyond house music and hip hop. Whether you like country, R&B, pop, EDM, this is like a music melting pot in a sense. Over the years, we've been collaborating with other organizations on campus, basically trying to create instrumentals in their specific genres, such as like Latinx, reggaeton, Afrobeat, etc.
To add on to that, I used to be the social media director for DMA as well. Last year, our current following before was about 200. Since about a year has passed, we have gained about 300 more following ever since we branched out to our new ideology of what DMA really means and what it honestly stands for.
Bet. Cool. So how do you guys ensure that DMA supports and meets the needs of your committee members, with those committee members who have diverse interests and skills in the genres such as like hip hop, R&B, rock, alternative music? How do you guys make sure that you guys could target those people?
All right, so in our committee chat, we basically ask, well, our committee leaders ask the committee members whether or not they like certain genres or what are they into before we even start a program. That way we have a basically like a basic or general idea of what we're trying to produce or who we're catering to. We try to keep everybody in the loop. Even if we forget about certain things, we still ask them to remind us, because we do have like an itinerary of what we want to accomplish during the semester. And like, if we have certain ideas that we can throw in here and there, we will, just to cater to a specific type of audience, whether that's like doing critiques or doing like specific like genres, so like how to make EDM music or how to make country music, or basically like verses, so Kanye West versus Jay-Z, who would you rather pick and why? Basically picking their brains to see what specific aspects of music they're looking for.
Okay. Cool.
Even if it's not, even if you were to join DMA and you have, I guess, you can't sing nor rap, but you are, I guess, like an engineer or a producer, DMA take account of that as well, because we have engineers and we have producers to where we could, even if you want to learn more about becoming an engineer or producer, we have those titles on our team, and they're willing to break down everything you want to learn. And yeah.
All right, cool. So there's a lot of aspiring musicians on this campus, and thankfully we have DMA here to help them out and to give them more of a spotlight to do what they want to do. So how does DMA help the aspiring musicians understand what the music industry needs? Or do you guys ever hold like some sort of workshop or events or resources that supports musicians in the learning process?
There you go.
All right. So weekly we have weekly programs on Mondays from 6 to 7, usually in room 232 MCC. It's basically each program isn't necessarily about a specific type of let's say like aspect, I guess. It's more so to see like what are your interests. So All right, in the spring semester, we also have the Creators Ball, which is basically like a hub to all musicians on campus, whether you're a singer, rapper, poet, engineer, producer. It's basically just to highlight your opinions and your musical talent, so that way any other rapper, singer, artist basically on campus can basically collaborate with each other and make some more work, like another body of work.
As well. To add on to that, every Saturday at one of our members' house, we do have studio sessions. They typically start around 4 o'clock, depending on everyone's availability. We may announce it inside our committee chat, but we do have free studio sessions, so that's another way we try to cater to our committee members or anyone on campus who just wants to make music in general. And
So you guys did mention the Creators Ball, and I know last year was the very first Creators Ball, so a round of applause to you guys for that. It was a great event, and I know a lot of people popped out to that and they enjoyed it. So can we touch down on the Creators Ball and the process of, let's start from how it came to be, to then making it happen, and then how you guys felt after it happened.
it was stressful.
It was.
It was a lot of, not gonna lie, it was a little last minute as far as trying to get Creators Ball together, but it's the fact that we know the ins and outs now. It was kind of hard getting people to come to rehearsals, trying to figure out lighting, budgeting, and making sure we have artists outside of Oswego to come to the school as well. Because it's like a mini Ozfest in a way.
Yeah.
Because we try to have Creators Ball during the spring, and Ozfest is also in the spring as well. So it's just like a little, we try to have like a little hype up for Ozfest as well, and to show all the talented people on campus their work, you know.
So after the Creators Ball, I can imagine there was like a sense of relief, because when putting together such a big event like
definitely.
that, it's kind of like a breath of fresh air after it's done.
Yeah,
so looking back at it now, how do you guys feel now that it happened, it's in the books, everybody enjoyed it, and do you guys see a second one happening next semester?
Almost definitely. We plan to make this annually, not every semester, but obviously every spring semester, basically just to give the artists some time. During the Creators Ball, we had an idea of making like an album for the e-board 2 itself, so that way we can actually produce a body of work from this event. We plan to do that too, so if you haven't tuned in, please tune in. It's called the Prosperity Album. It should be out on all platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, you name it. In that specific body of work, we have the Oswego artists. So there's Sing Girl, there's GC9 Nova, there's NYC West, there's Keys the Dawn, and there's a whole bunch of different artists on that album. But the last song is it's basically like an e-board collab. We all collabed on that one song, even if we all didn't make music or we all don't have a specific type of music background. We all still put our best foot forward. We just had fun with it, and judging by the feedback from everybody, you all loved it. So
It's
we're
like
most
one
definitely
thing.
gonna push another one out.
It's like one thing about this org, we just want to have fun, and I feel like the most common interest everyone may have is music.
Yeah.
So having completed Creators Ball and doing that again, most definitely going to happen again, and it's going to be bigger and better than the first round.
All right, so there you have it. Stay tuned for the Creators Ball happening next semester. It's going to be bigger and better than the last one, y'all.
Most definitely.
So before we dive into our next questions, let's take a quick break. Remember, don't go nowhere, because we'll be right back with more insights from the Digital Music Association.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it.
Jill
Should
told
we
me it
tell
was
him?
Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
It's Al Roker.
Yeah.
Welcome back from break. Let's just jump right back into the questions to the discussion we was having right beforehand. So, a lot of new tools and trends is coming out in today's age. There's things from technologies to new beats to new auto tunes that's out and available for musicians to use. So how does DMA keep up with the latest trends and tools in making music with all the new technology that's coming out?
It's kind of scary because as far as technology now in the music industry, there's AR music. So they typically copy and paste, I guess, the artist's voice and make their own song, which is kind of scary. But typically with DMA, what we do to stay on top of that stuff, we do in our programs, we do have hot takes. And a lot of people do love to debate. So if you would like to join, participate in one of our hot takes, it's every Monday, honestly. From 6 to 7.
I'm not gonna lie, you brought up a good point. AI is something really scary because I had this funny story, but one time when AI first made its debut, I heard that it could. I remember at the time people were putting lyrics to like different artists, and it was crazy. So I remember I tried that myself, and it's like all I said was, "Here's the beat, make me some lyrics," and it really made me a whole song.
Yeah.
Which is kind of scary because like that means that today's artists could do the same thing, and it kind of just switches the whole point of making music.
Exactly.
It's crazy. But moving on to the next question, this one should be an impactful one. So could you share a standout story that individually you guys had, DMA had, or something you guys had together as an e-board that really showcases what the organization is or really showcases who you guys are as individuals?
Well, we just spoke about the Creators Ball not too long ago. So that's major. That's like one major event that we've done. But before that, or besides the Creators Ball, we've done other collaborations. For example, we've done a BSU variety show. We haven't like done anything sort of safe for that, but we were the DJs for that, behind it. So making sure like the audio was working throughout the whole event, making sure the vibes were still there in between sessions. So like the intermissions, making sure the crowd was still lively. Making sure that everybody still had a good time and all the scenes ran perfectly fine.
Yeah. So as far as me, I was social media director of DMA previously, but I can only speak on that. And what I said basically before, we was at 200 followers, and me and Ty sat down and we noticed that DMA really didn't have any like social media presence or crowd engagement at all as far as like us being a club in Oswego. So I asked them, I said, what's the main purpose of DMA? What's the goal of DMA? Is to basically put artists on, basically give artists a platform to where they could get their music heard or give artists a platform to where they can make music and tools and everything they need in order for them to grow and prosper as artists. That's DMA. And I feel like what I saw that was like impactful for DMA was finding up-and-coming artists that have a low following and reposting their music, because there are a lot of artists out there who are slept on and that are not getting the recognition that they really deserve. So once once we had that conversation, me and Jaheim, he's social media director now, we just went like music hunting. With SoundCloud, YouTube, we'll ask people, refer somebody you know who doesn't have that much following but makes good music. We'll literally sit in the car and listen to everything. We found this one dude, Chico World Nino. He was an artist that performed at Creators Ball as well. But as soon as I reposted his music, DMA following has been going up. The interaction's been up. Exactly. So our whole goal is just like finding an artist who needs that recognition.
All right, cool. So here's my favorite part of tonight's episode. If you could go to dinner with anybody from the music industry, doesn't matter who it is, who would that person be and why?
All right. You want to answer this first? Because I already.
Nah.
All right. If I had the opportunity to go to a dinner with somebody from the music industry, I'll pick J. Cole, also known as Jermaine Cole. You know, I mean, for starters, we're both Aquarius, big Aquarius gang. You know, but now, like ever since I heard his music, like ever since a youngin, like I fell in love with it. Like it's always been memorable. When I think about old J. Cole, I think about nostalgia. So it brings up like those old happy memories. Sometimes you might want to cry a little bit, you know, not get too emotional. But like, I feel like me personally, because we just had a debate about this not too long ago, and listen, I still think J. Cole is better than Kendrick Lamar. Please don't attack me.
I'm not gonna lie.
relax,
I might
relax,
agree with that.
Thank you.
Sorry.
See?
I'm sorry.
See? But like ever since that conversation, I just having to defend J. Cole, and you know I feel like I deserve some kind of like some pension or something. Like come on, bro, like you know, like J. Cole all the way.
Cool, Maurice.
I can see that. I was gonna say Lloyd Banks, but I'm really thinking about it as someone who has made like an impact as far as their community. I'll say T.I. Because recently he created an apartment complex for homeless children or homeless people in general in their community, and I would more so want to have a dinner with him just to speak on like business aspects of things. Because T.I., he's a very articulate man, and he knows what he's doing as far as business. So
I agree.
Most definitely got to tap in with him.
So before we move on to the final question, Marquise, I want to ask you a quick question. So you recently just performed at the CSA dinner. Ty, I know we were both there. We saw that. It was a great performance. How was that like for you? How did you feel doing that?
Oh, my heart. I was about to poop my heart out, honestly. It was fun. Creating that song, we still haven't had a title. The song is still not 100% done, but once that song is released, most definitely you all are going to know. But that song process is honestly, the original was from my friend Jaheim. That's actually his song. CSA came to us and asked for the collab, and I brought it to Jaheim's attention because he's the one who actually created the hook.
Yeah.
This was his personal song. So CSA came, and honestly, we was having like writer's block trying to create like a genuine hype song for everyone to like. So give props to Jaheim, because Jaheim Maraja, like his writing skills, his vocals, his sound in general is just melodic and immaculate, and he's really like the sole creator of that song, honestly. So that whole process was fun. I would do it again, honestly, and I wish he was here to honestly speak on that, because that's honestly his song, for real.
Ty, how you felt watching your E-board members, your friends, they going up there and doing what they had to do?
Man, like I've always had confidence in all my E-board members. Ever since, I'm not even gonna say ever since the Creators Ball, but beyond that, before the Creators Ball was even a thought, I've seen the potential in all of them, and like listening to like the tracks before they came to Oswego to the tracks now, I see the progression, and I can see how far they're gonna go, or I can see how far they're gonna go as for right now, because God only knows what they're gonna make to 10 years from now, 5 days from now, an hour from now, even that. But watching them and watching the crowd reaction, that really warmed my heart. I'm not gonna lie, because hearing the feedback after it was like, when are you gonna make a music video? when is this gonna drop? I need this on my playlist now. And I was just like, I told you guys, like, big props to you, Keith, and Ja. Like,
they was sleeping. They was honestly sleeping on it, because we showed them the beat and everything. And that's the thing, when it comes to like artists, we already have the vision. So trying to show someone who your music or your idea who is not in the music industry or who has like doesn't really make music at all, it's kind of hard for them to it's kind of hard to show them their vision, like your vision and how you're trying to perceive it. But as soon as we made that song, the same people that was like, I wasn't really feeling it, was like, oh my gosh, this is an amazing regular song. So don't judge a book by its cover. That's
a fact.
What I would say.
So you actually lead it in perfect to the next and last question of tonight's episode. Is there any piece of advice that you can give to anyone interested in joining the Digital Music Association, or anybody who's even interested in learning more about music and the music industry itself?
Join DMA.
Join DMA. Nah, for a fact. I would say when it comes to music in general, you have to have that confidence within yourself. to want to perform and to want to showcase your music, and try to find that. And it's easier said than done. Not everyone is going to have that confidence within themselves. It's built. So everything is trial and error, and just have faith within yourself. And again, not everyone's going to see your vision. And once you complete your own vision and it comes out the way you want it, whoever mess with it will mess with it. That's my advice.
I would say like my biggest advice would be have patience. DMA, well, when I was given the position as president for DMA, my main goal was to make DMA a beacon for music, basically, or music lovers, I should say, music makers. You don't ever have to make music, you don't have to rap, sing, you don't have to make poetry, but I know everybody listens to some form of music, some way, shape, form, or fashion. It doesn't matter who it's by or where it's from, you listen to music every day. DMA is basically like a big collaboration. Like this is like a big family, I should say, in a sense. It's not directed towards any specific group of person. Everybody is welcome. We basically want you all to like work together, so that way you have a leg up on your competition in the music industry, because the music industry is filled with a whole bunch of prospects. And by you sitting here collaborating with other people, even if y'all don't have the same style, you both can come together and make something new, which may or may not have been invented before or done before. So you're setting a new trend. So just have patience.
So one more question, a little side question I want to add on to this, since we're on the topic of advice. Graduation's coming soon. You know, we all eventually make our way out of Oswego. If there is one thing you want to see from DMA after we depart from Oswego, what is that one thing you want to see? It could be more creators, boy. It could be another collab album. It could be whatever. But what's that one thing you want to see real quick?
Me, I would say having, like, being able to have access to the studio equipment on campus, because not a lot of, because you have to be a music major in order to have access to those studios in Tyler. If you're interested in music, I feel like the school should have, the studio open to, students.
I agree. And I just found out about that studio last night. I'd seen it for the first time, and I was amazed.
It's a real dope studio.
A professional studio.
Professional. We have no access unless you're a music major, so which kind of sucks.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We got a petition for that, I'm not going to lie. So, Ty, if you could see one thing after you graduate from DMA, what would that one thing be?
Honestly, like, the Creators Ball is a good idea. I hope it's still continuing after the position is gifted to whoever is coming next. I would say probably holding like a dinner, or maybe having like an established week, so that way people who are coming into campus, like newly freshmen or transfer students, they know what DMA is. I know you could just look it up on Laker Life, but having like a solidified idea of what DMA is and that you really want to join, and that it has a solidified like date or week, like I said before. That way you can be in tune with it all week and then lead up to the dinner or the Creators Ball. That's something where I actually want to see.
That'd be cool. I can see it right now. DMA week.
DMA.
Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned.
Stay in tune.
So, a big thank you to the Digital Music Association for being here with us tonight on The Bigger Picture. Your insights on the organization's mission and activities have been great, and we're grateful for your participation on tonight's episode of The Bigger Picture. Thank you to everybody at home for watching. We hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. And as always, remember to see things through the bigger picture.
Thank you.